Hello, Ayanai. I hope I is feeling amazing, great, good vibes, good energy and whatnot. And if you don't, I'm hoping that these messages will touch you and remind you of who exactly you are, how amazing you are, how beautiful you are, how handsome you are, how just spectacular, how important you are and how loved, blessed, and all of that good goods. I. Alright, so today I'm going to be speaking on toxic relationships and their addictiveness. Like, why is it so easy? Like, why are we, majority of us, more prone to being super attractive or being super attached to toxic relationships and toxic situations? Now, the issue is when you're in something toxic, you place all of that energy onto the person and you really do believe like, hey, the reason why I am so wrapped up and so attached and so in love with this person or whatever it is, is due to the fact that this person clearly is what I want, or this person is so great, or they have these qualities, or even though they're toxic, even though the situation's toxic, you will say it's because of this person. You want this person, and people come around, nice guys or whatever, or nice women, and you'll still not feel drawn to them. You want this toxic situation, like this toxic person. It's them that you want. Well, and that's the biggest cap. The biggest cap. It's not because of them in particular, them. It's the energy. It's the toxic energy about them that yearns to you, it screams to you, it pulls towards you. Why? Because you're familiar with it. Because that's the love that you know. You don't know the healthy love. You don't know the love that comes with freedom and still yet is affectionate. The love that comes with independence, but yet there's still a codependency. You're not used to that. You are used to either someone being manipulative of your love, telling you how you don't deserve their love, making you feel as if, gaslighting you, etc., all these things. And it's due to the fact that when you're attracted to toxic relationships, it's because you was raised in toxic environments. So that was your first love. That's the love that you understood as a child. And remember, I always tell you, when we're children, before the age of 7, all we are is in the beta stage. In that beta stage, all we're doing is soaking up information, right? After those 7 years, how we've soaked up the information that we've soaked is what will write our script for the next years, unless we actively decide to change our programming. Aye. Yeah. So if you was raised in a situation where your mom wasn't very loving, or your father was absent, etc., all of these things, because you love them, you think that is love, right? So obviously, growing up as a child, of course you loved your parents, and you wanted both parents to love you, etc., etc. So as a child, not knowing the healthy love that exists, you witness growing up the unhealthy love. So in your mind, that's what love is. But at the same time, that same love, that same toxic love that was given to you by your parents or whoever raised you, or whoever was in your environment, that same toxic love, it hurt you as a child, and you don't forget that. That is deep, that's compressed in your memory, in your DNA, so you don't forget that. So all you're trying to do is heal yourself, but you're still a child, and you believe that the only way to heal yourself is to basically put yourself through those same situations and turn those situations into positivity, into what it is that you wanted. Because you can't go back in time and rewind in time and go back to your parents and create a different situation. You think in this current age that you are now, in this current time space reality, that you can manifest change in that situation, but not in that same situation, but in something that's similar. Yeah. So like I said, you can't change that past. So you think, hey, this is all unconscious, by the way. You're not obviously aware of this, but it's unconsciously. So you get in a situation, somebody that reminds you of your father, and then you're like, hey, my father didn't love me how I wanted them to love me. This guy reminds me of my father. I'm gonna make sure that this works. And that's why you hold on. That's why you hold on, and it takes everything in you, I know, to let go of it, right? Because you're so invested in making this situation right, because you believe if this goes right, you will heal what happened to you in your childhood. But that's not healing. Healing isn't blocking, deleting, do you see what I'm saying? Erasing. It's not all these things that we're so used to doing on a touch of a button. It's not that, Healing is about acceptance and allowing the time and space, yeah, for you to overcome it all. Yeah, it's about accepting and, plain as fact, releasing. Accept this happened to you and release it to allow more time and space, yeah, for new programmings, new realities to enter your field, right? Because at the end of the day, yeah, when I speak on time and space and the idea and the art of releasing, right, it takes time. And what do I mean by that? Time is basically moving from point A to point B, right? Movement. You was here, now you're here, right? So it takes time. And then the space is releasing and allowing the space for new energy to enter, right? Because if you don't release and you don't let go, that toxic energy, that need, yeah, that idea of you've been wronged and you want to rectify it, etc., and you're going to hold on to it, you are taking up space in your energy field. So you cannot allow new positive energy to enter, because there's already somebody taking up hella space. There's already toxic energy taking up space there. So you must release in order to allow the new energy to enter, in order to allow the new programming, etc. So don't give people too much power. Don't gas people up. People don't have that power. It's you that's decided that this person is so great and this person's so special and this person's that. If that person was so great and that person was so special, then everyone would be falling at their knees. They would have no exes that have anything bad to say to them, or they would be moving. Do you see what I'm saying? Or do you get what I mean? Like, and furthermore, yeah, more high vibrationally, yeah. When you look back on your past relationships, yeah, and the people that, like, it was healthy, right? Haven't you always realized that it's very much easier to let go of healthy situations? Why? When you're prone to and drawn to toxic relationships, haven't you always realized that the healthy ones that you have are so easy to let go of? And the reason of that is because you don't have any attachment or needing or fixation on healing this situation, right? They haven't pressed that button in you that's there. They haven't pressed it, yeah, because that button is already pressed by the toxicity, yeah. So it doesn't create that, that, oh my god, I need this, that passion. When everyone says, oh, but the good guy never gives me passion, yeah, because you're used to toxicity. No, it's not that the good person is not giving you passion, etc. It's just that the toxic situation, because of the love that your first love when you was a child, because it was toxic, you think that is love. So that good person, it's not that they're not attractive, it's just that you don't associate those behaviors with love. You associate abuse, manipulation with love. You don't associate somebody putting in their time and effort and always being openly communicative and trustworthy. You don't. That's not love to you. That's foreign. It's unfamiliar. It's uncomfortable even sometimes. Do you see what I'm saying? So just be mindful of where you're placing your energy and putting your attention to, because I feel like a lot of the time when we are in toxic situations, we will tell ourselves lies to justify why we are in these situations, will say, well, really and truly, you know, okay, they're doing me dirty, I'm doing them dirty too. I'm not really that fast. It's just for now anyway, or da-da-da. The universe, your consciousness, they don't understand that, I. If you're putting in the time and energy and effort into rendezvousing with this person, whether or not you are saying it's not serious or not, all I sees is that this is the situation that you are putting time and effort into. So therefore, this is what you want. This is what you like. And I will do what I does and simply attract more of it. You cannot, like I said, I must what? Release to allow time and space in order for I to heal and attract new energy and programs to I. There's no way, you can tell me that you're loving yourself while being in an unhealthy situation. There's no way. I don't care how much logically you want to place it, or logically you want to say, oh no, but this and this and that, why I'm getting this out of it, and you know, fuck them, I'm not even putting my feelings into it. Whatever lies you want to tell yourself, it does not matter, because at the end of the day, you are bonding with them and you're continuing on that tie. So the more energy you put into it, you're feeding it more and more and more and more. And yet again, it is taking up so much space that you will not be able to manifest the true people or experiences or the true person that you desire in your life, because you are allowing toxic situations to be in your field. Instead of letting them go and cutting the ties and just accepting and releasing, you are trying to do, you know, the whole thing of, I'm going to heal it through this person or this situation, yeah? And me forcing myself to, not even forcing myself, but forcing the other person to love me the way I want to be loved, knowing full well that they are not capable of that. Knowing full well that yet even in themselves they struggle to love their own selves. So how on earth could they love you? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's something a lot of us struggle with, especially like in this realm. Like, it's facts. Like, a lot of us are addicted to toxicity, especially like when our society will even sort of glorify it in some certain ways as well, normalize it, etc., etc. But it's not normal. It's not normal to allow yourself to be consistently hurt, to allow yourself to consistently put energy into people that you yourself are saying that you don't see them long term. Well, if you don't see a long term with them, what on earth are you even doing there now? What's the point? And a lot of the time we entertain situations in that because we're bored and we don't want to be on our own, right? But at the end of the day, if you know you have goals and dreams and desires, right? How are you even bored? Do you see what I'm saying? It's like that means you're actively choosing to put the entertainment of something that you know is toxic and isn't going to go nowhere above your own ambition, above your own goals, above your own dreams, for you to then blink to above your own family connections. Fuck even materialistic things, but things like, I know people that will be in toxic situations and be calling and speaking to their partner daily, yeah, but when's the last time they called their mother? When's the last time they saw their mother? When's the last time they saw their siblings? When's the last time they put in proper effort? Yeah, even their own children, some people, yeah. You will do the most for your partner, right? Yeah, the most. You will forgive them and you'll forgive them over again, barely doing the minimum, but your child will act up and then you'll do a madness to them, right? But you're not putting that same energy do you see what I'm saying, to your partner, right? You'll bend over backwards for your partner, but you're neglecting your child, or you're neglecting your family, you're neglecting your friends, you're neglecting yourself, most importantly. That's whack. That's whack. And unfortunately, the more you do that, the more you believe that's what it is that you deserve. But you can always switch out of it, don't get it twisted. You can always switch out of it, but all it is simply recognizing that it's not nothing. It's not, I feel like the problem is you lots want to do too much twin flame shit. Yeah, you lots want to do all of this twin flame, or this person's my twin flame, this person's my soulmate, or this person did. That's why it's so toxic. All of that's BS, pure BS. Yeah, pure BS. Like, at the end of the day, even whether you agree with it or not is fine, but more time, you'll say this person's a twin flame one day and another person's a twin flame. Do you get what I mean? What shit was you chatting when you was in your other previous toxic relationships? Every time, oh my god, this person is the every time, yeah. Let's be real. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. But yeah, so just basically recognizing that, yo, this is a programming, this is a pattern, and I can unlearn it, and it's in my best intentions, it's in my best interest to unlearn these behaviors, to unlearn these patterns. Why? Because when I have a child, I don't want to then project these same behaviors onto them for them to learn it and be programmed in it as well. Do you see what I'm saying?